Hey, what's happening, man? We back with no jumping news. It's your host, AD, man. I got my guy again, Poetik Flakko. Let's get right into these stories. First story. Roddy Ricch was busted with a gun in a large capacity magazine outside the Governor's Ball Festival Saturday night, but won't face any charges. Law enforcement sources said Roddy was arrested at a security checkpoint before performing at the City Field event. According to the authorities, Roddy and two other males were inside a 2020 black Cadillac Escalade when a private security agency hired for the Queen's concert noticed a Canik 9mm under the seat inside the SUV hours before the event was supposed to begin. Authorities also found a large capacity magazine that contained 9 rounds of ammunition. The reason we do these checkpoints is for expressly this purpose, an NYPD official said on Sunday. We don't want people introducing guns in this venue. The charges against Roddy and one of the 2 men were dropped. However, the other male, Michael Figueroa, was arraigned on a felony charge of criminal possession of a loaded firearm in Queens Criminal Court Sunday. Despite missing out on the Governor's Ball, Roddy still had time to make it to his Hot 97 Summer Jam show. Following his release from jail, cameras caught him looking cheerful. Roddy rallied the audience with a "fuck the NYPD" shout before going into his Rockstar collaboration with DaBaby. All right, so Roddy Ricch, man, he gets out, he's cheerful, he says "fuck NYPD." You know what I mean? How you feel about that?
Yo, I just feel like it's the same thing with like Rolling Loud, right? Where, like these rappers got to stop going to these festivals because obviously like the festivals are working with the police. Let's break it down. Fetty Wap got booked at where? At Rolling Loud, right? Don Q, bro, the police was waiting for Kodak, right? Found some ish in Kodak's car while going into Rolling Loud, right? Now with like Roddy Ricch, a private security firm that the festival hired, they went like poking around, found a gun, and they arrested him, bro. At some point, listen, yo, like you can't like tell these rappers, yo, listen, like you can't bring a gun in. Bro, they're legit food, like you just said, bro, like they're legit food. So at some point, bro, there needs to be like an understanding between like in these festivals, like, yo, listen up, man, like we understand if the police catches like driving away, pulls over, you know, and like search, cool. But the fact that people that you guys hire, private security who works for the festival, and they got me arrested and y'all are paying me to be there, that right there don't make sense to me.
But you know they're there to prevent shit from happening. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about New York has the craziest gun laws when it come out there. They do not play, they don't tolerate that. So stuff like what happened in the pharmacy don't fucking happen, Flakko. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm all for people protecting themselves. I'd rather be caught with it than caught without it. You know what I mean? When it comes down to the situation, Roddy had security. You know what I mean? It just seems like they targeted him and they probably bunched everybody up together. And once they were able to figure out like, hey, this is hired security, then they let him go and he was able to go do his show.
Yo, also too, man.
The hip hop police, they targeting black men, minorities.
Yo, speaking of hip hop police, this is why I don't understand why Roddy would be so stupid to like hop on the stage and say F NYPD, knowing damn well, bro, you gotta come to New York to like do business, right? And the hip hop police is gonna be, you know, like
everybody says fuck the police.
Man,
NWA said fuck the police, made it popular.
Bruh, fuck NYPD, knowing like the hip hop police in New York, how foul they are. Now, question for you, right? So there's been some, you know, some talking online, right? You know, a couple of YouTube bloggers, et cetera, did some, you know, stories. And they said, listen now, bruh, like, now Roddy got out and somebody else like, you know, like got the charge. So they were trying to say that Roddy was snitching. I didn't see it.
Bro,
I just wait.
You can't put a snitch card on somebody.
I'm not
like
saying,
that,
listen, I ain't saying he's snitching. I'm just saying, right, that somebody took the charge probably, right? But what's your take on, you know, these like YouTube bloggers saying Roddy Ricch is a rat for, you know, coming out of jail within a day?
I think too many YouTube bloggers don't get out their fucking house, Flakko, similar to you.
Yes.
And you're just seeing things on the internet and then the headline sounds great and it's getting people to drive traffic to their page. But there's, you know, people should speak with the facts. Unless you see some paperwork on somebody, you shouldn't call nobody no snitch. That's just what it is. And people lose their life for saying shit like that.
I agree, man. You know, I personally wouldn't call him a snitch, you know.
Good job, Flakko.
Right, you know, now
you're learning.
Now, like going to jail in New York for a gun case, again, within a day, But it's meant to take the charge for
They
you.
didn't
You know.
find it on his persons.
Yes, that's true.
They have people in the car. Guess what? There's a gun right there. Somebody's going to have to take the charge. Somebody else took the charge. Roddy Ricch is able to perform, and he has no charges placed against him. It's all good.
Man, now I have to find out like what's been going on with like, let's say, all these festivals, right, and how they're clearly in cahoots with the police.
I believe that.
Or are you gonna be at any festival, soon?
I don't partake in criminal activity, so I can go anywhere.
Hey, man, shout out to AD, man. Shout out to AD, bro. Thank you, man.
I'm no longer a niggazoid.
A Negro might extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Perfect, man.
Next story. Cops released new surveillance of 5 men wanted in connection to the broad day Bronx murder of Los Angeles drill rapper MoneyGangVontae, born Avante Frowner. On Thursday, MoneyGangVontae was reportedly ambushed by 4 other men in broad daylight at a local Bronx pharmacy during an attempted robbery. One man pulled out a gun and fatally shot the aspiring rapper as they fought on the ground for cash. MoneyGangVontae had been flashing earlier that day. Although all suspects escaped, the entire incident was captured on the pharmacy security system. Police received a report of shots fired at a Mason pharmacy around 2 p.m. MoneyGangVontae was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital and pronounced dead from several gunshot wounds to the chest. MoneyGangVontae was in New York for a scheduled performance when he made the fatal mistake of uploading several Instagram images himself outside of a Bronx bodega wearing an expensive chain. The suspects eventually found him and a scuffle ensued. An unidentified witness later said, "There were about 3 shots and I saw the guys running away from the pharmacy. They robbed him. One of them had his chain. One of the guys had a gun and he put it in the pocket of his shorts as they ran away." The last photo on his Instagram account showed a rapper standing in front of the Bronx bodega. "I got used to counting so much money I got paper cuts," he wrote. The rapper's dad, Roger Flowner, 56, said the suspects don't need to be on the streets no more, ever. If they kill somebody in broad daylight inside of a store, they are treacherous, she said. They made a mistake. They did the dumbest thing they could ever do in life, and I hope God will make them pay for it all. MoneyGangVontae. Now, I watched this video. This was a terrible one to look at, bro. In broad daylight, I ain't gonna lie, man. It seemed like the shooter, man, he had no remorse for that man. It looked like he damn near enjoyed it, man. It's sick to see, these types of crimes continuing to happen. Young men losing their life over really nothing.
It kind of goes back to like a conversation we had, I think, like last week, right? Like when I said I had to create a word like Negro might, right?
In
to
this
describe
case, you're right.
like
You're
this.
right with the Negro might this time. You're right.
Now tell me, man, like, bro, guys like that, bro, I always like say this though, right? Like being a dusty niggazoid is like hereditary though, right? Bro, it has to be. You have to have treachery in your DNA, because ain't no way a normal person just born in normal circumstances, right, can even do that to somebody, right, bro? And they did it over a chain. Over a chain. Why? Because that man got up every day, grinded, right? It wasn't even like that man had beef in that city and he was just there to like perform, right? So those guys did that. Did like that action, like hunting him down like a dog, right? Over a freaking chain because they're too lazy to get up, right?
Well, bro, let me tell you something. There's 2 things. I don't believe it's hereditary. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, dumb niggas make dumb decisions. And this was a dumb decision. And this man, part of the blame goes to him as well. You know what I'm saying? You go into an unknown city, you sitting there flashing money all on Instagram, you're in somebody's territory at the end of the day. Them wolves is gonna come out. Now, if this man probably didn't post this stuff, he probably would still have his life right now. And that's for everybody out here. You flashing money, you're showing people stuff right now. Inflation is up. You know what I'm saying? They're saying we about to go into another recession. Gas prices is up to yin yang right now. People is broke as fuck, and they're looking for an opportunity to rob somebody, take what the fuck somebody got.
Nah, bro, listen, man, like a dumb decision is still in like a Snickers bar from Walmart. Now, and you're saying that we can't enjoy the nice shit that we work hard for because niggas is lurking?
It's niggas is lurking everywhere, Flakko.
But you're saying like that man couldn't flash his money online because
that's
a
right
bunch
now,
of dirt.
Flakko. If you flash your money and you say, "Hey, I'm over here at no jumper," you might get twisty P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's coming for you, bro.
But listen, though, right? And like he's not to blame. Like for example, right? And we shouldn't say, "Yo, listen, man," and he has like blame as well, just because he was enjoying the shit that he got off his ass and worked for.
Unfortunately, bro, we live in a time and we live in areas, bro, where people will take shit from you, bro. You have to be responsible. It's a reason why rappers have security and they say go get security. You want to know why? They wear these expensive ass chains. They probably got money on them, and people are looking at them like a lick. Look what happened to XXX. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was out there, he's looking at motorcycles. He go to his car, and then some, like you said, dusty niggas always come over there and try to rob him, and that man loses his life.
I definitely get that, right? So here's a happy medium, right? A cautionary tale could be, yo, listen, like, bro, be cautious, right? That's an advice. However, in all the blame should solely be put on.
Don't flash fucking money out. And if you're gonna do something, you're traveling somewhere else. If you're making all this money, hire some real security, and that's all you gotta do, Flakko.
Or don't go to the hood. And listen, man, my rule is this, man. I ain't hanging around niggas after 5 p.m. So, just take my rule, and like you'll be safe.
I mean, that's not bad advice.
Yeah.
YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know how we did today, man. We'll be right back with more No Jumping News.